doing a ball joint on a 14 Santa Fe. We're doing this left front here. And how you can tell is if you wiggle this wheel, you need two hands to do it. You can feel it. And then you check, it'd either be the ball joint or the tie rod. This one I determined was the ball joint. And this has an extended warranty CNA, so we're getting that done. And they do recommend an alignment after, which we don't have an alignment rack at the moment, so it's going to be sent out for that. But first thing we got to do is take this wheel off. So the next thing I'm going to do, you can see this clip here. I'm going to take that out. Just going to bend it. And then pull it out. At least that's the plan. I dropped it, so I'm sorry, put a new one in. Then we're going to take this nut off here, and the other side's kind of the same thing. It's not a nut, it's a bolt. And you get that bolt out of there. This nut here is a 17 millimeter. Get off, we'll do the other side too. Alright, so what I did with this, I sprayed some, it was really on there. And I got the nut off, so it's not threaded in there, but I was spinning it and lubing it to get it loose. And now I'm going to tap it out, get that out of there. So I got it out of here. This is about, I'm going to clean this up. This is really, if it focuses, really rusty up, so I'm going to get this one all cleaned up on the wheel. I put it on the wheel and cleaned it up some. So should be good. Now I'm going to move on to so I got to separate the two here. See the rubber part, that's where the actual ball joint is, going up in here. So actually the ball's in this, which is this whole piece we're replacing. I gotta separate it from the top here. I'm gonna just go straight to a pickle fork. Some people put like a wedge in here and then try hitting down on this. I'm just gonna skip right to a pickle fork. I don't have an air hammer. I'm gonna wedge it in there and hit it with a hammer. Show you what that looks like. So here's my pickle fork. And I'm just gonna wedge it in there, hit this end with a hammer, and get it separate. See, it's separate, so I hit this in there all the way, and then I pulled down, so it's still wedged in there. I still got some more hitting to do, but now I can wedge something else in there and start hitting here to kind of drop it off of that. See there, I got it separated. I'll just use this little, that's what I have, a little sledgehammer. So after I had it mostly out, I put the wedge in there and pulled down while hitting here to get the rest of the way out. And now we just got to take off this nut, and this bolt, and this will come right out. So I got those out. This is another one of these bolts. I'm gonna clean that up before I put one back in. might need two hands to get that out of there, but so I got it out of there. You can see this has, you know, pull down, has the pressure there. So here's the old one. We're not using these bolts in there, we get new ones. So here's my new bolts to put in. Here's the new part number. And I can tell right now the parts gave you the wrong one. See the difference? So this is the wrong one, but these will be fine. These are going to replace these ones on it. Put those where we hit those in. But I got to go get the right one from parts. Alright, went and got the right one. There. There's the number for it. So what we gotta do is put these in there like that. I'm gonna hit those in, and how am I gonna do that? You can either do like a bigger socket. I take my hammer, I do that, hit it down. Same with the other side. So there we go. I hit those in. I'm going to put this back in. I'm going to go clean this up first. It's all like rusty. I'm going to get clean. So I clean them up. I just take them to the wheel over here. Get them all cleaned up. So when they're clean, they're easier to thread in there. When they're dirty, you're more likely to possibly cross thread them in there, which is something you really don't want to do. I'm going to take this, I'm going to have to pull down, put this in there, and get all of them started, and I'll take it, you can take this cover off too. You don't need that on there. So I'll just pull down on this to get it on there. And I get all my nuts on there, I thread them in pretty far, finger tight, to make sure I'm not cross-threading them. Need both hands to get this back in there. You see a little, so it's got to go into this hole. So all these were 17 millimeter too, just in case you're wondering. So I got it where it's supposed to go. I'm just gonna tap it so it's all the way in. Kind of hear the difference and see it. It's all the way up there. Put my bolts back through there. Get my bolt back through there. Get my nut on there. So I'm going to get my 17 mil wrench to hold this end so it doesn't just spin like that. And I'll use my impact for this side. Alright, so we got that on there. I'm going to take my clip. Maybe you got a new one. I'm going to get that all the way in there. and then I'm going to fold these sides out. I'll get this more adjusted, but it's just to keep that nut from ever backing out. And that's the ball joint. Then you put your wheel back on and take it for alignment. I mean, technically they need alignment, but you probably don't need to do it. So if you're doing this on like the ground, try to get both wheels off the ground. It'll be easier.